when you look, and I know Jalen Carter is an interior lineman, but if you look at from 2014, the reason why I go 2014 because that's the year the Texans had the number one pick, and we all know who we took with number one pick in that draft. And from 2014 into this past draft, in the top 5, these are the pass rushers that were taken. Jadeveon Clowney, number 1 in 14. Khalil Mack, number 5 in the 14 draft. Mm-hmm. In the 15 draft, Dante Fowler at number 3. In the 16 draft, Joey Bosa at number 3. Mm-hmm. In the 17 draft, Myles Garrett at number 1. Solomon Thomas at number 3. Mm-hmm. In the 18 draft, Bradley Chubb at number 5. In the 19 draft, Nick Bosa at number 2. Clelin Ferrell at number 4. Mm-hmm. In the 2020 draft, Chase Young. Nobody in the 2021 draft. And in 2022 draft, Trayvon Walker, number 1 overall. Where do you put Willie Anderson if you go by the draft? 14, Khalil Mack and Jadeveon Clowney. Do you put Willie Anderson above, below?
Specifically as the prospects coming out of college.
Out of college.
Will Anderson is above everybody except for Myles. Myles Garrett, realistically. And I think the hype surrounding Chase Young, it'd be a 3-way tie between those two. Those are the only two. Everybody else, even Jadeveon Clowney, and I love Jadeveon Clowney coming out of South Carolina. But what Will Anderson is doing coming out of college, especially his sophomore year, not too many people have seasons like that. Like it's ridiculous. And the fact that he was still able to get like 10, 11 sacks in this year, even with triple teams, was still an amazing feat.
Above Nick and Joey Bosa as well?
Yeah, he was above Nick Bosa. He was definitely above Joey.
Yeah, I definitely above Joey.
Joey. Not that they not to sneeze at. They ain't being disrespectful and saying that they are not phenomenal players.
Nick is better than Joey. I feel like Nick is what?
Yeah, exactly. Nick is good. Yeah, I like the Nick.
Yeah, Nick is way better.
Joey, no.
Yeah.
Joey,
he was good
cool for like 10. Joey cool for a 10 sacks.
I think they gas him up because they called him the next JJ. He ain't nowhere near JJ.
No, he has a lot of good moves. He got a little good moves in his arsenal. He stays hurt. Like Nick Bosa, hands down, has been better since he has been in the league. It's not even close.
Yeah, Nick like that.
Yeah, but as far as everybody else, bro, it's a landslide victory. The only guys that I can think that really came out that you named that had that hype. I mean, you could say Clowney had that hype.
He did have that hype.
He did have that hype. No, Clowney definitely had that hype coming out. But yeah, I mean, people were saying that Khalil Mack was gonna be good, but like he wasn't hyped like that. Chase Young, Myles Garrett, definitely was hyped like that coming out. So that's why I'm saying that's probably about a 3-way tie because Will Anderson because if you have to go about what they did in their final years compared to what they did the year before, because you got to think like those guys typically have like 2 fantastic years of tape. Will Anderson, if it's for my money, he's ahead of those 2 if I have to make a decision. And then after that, I would probably have to say Chase Young had more hype coming out even than Myles Garrett did. I'd have to. Chase Young was really like that. Like Chase Young was like that coming out of Ohio State. He was like that. Ohio State, their pass rushers are always legit. No other school has better pass rushers that has come out consistently that play at a high level than Ohio State.
I know Khalil Mack. I know Khalil Mack end up winning defensive player in the year. But when you but when you look at this, both Myles Garrett, Myles Garrett went 1 and Chase Young went 2. The thing is, they both were in hindsight, deep quarterback classes. I mean, Myles Garrett came out the same year as Pat and Deshaun, and Chase came out the same year as Burrow, who's been to a Super Bowl. Just Jalen Hurts, who's in the Super Bowl as of right now. Tua and Herbert. So they both are surrounded. So Will Anderson is in the draft class with Bryce, CJ, to Wise's point, AR-15.
And Hendon Hooker.
Man, stop. I can't wait till y'all done. I'm tired of this slander.
Bro, like, it ain't no slander.
God, it ain't no slander, bro.
It ain't no slander. I'm
Go ahead, 15 slander. Listen, Spitz came out with this list. Okay, I see what you're trying to say. All the players taking top 5 in the draft for D-lines. Okay, is they overrated? Snows.
That's all I'm saying.
Let's talk about the quarterbacks drafted at number 2s. Zach Wilson.
Yeah.
Trubisky's.
Yeah.
Carson Wentz.
Yeah.
Mariotas.
Yeah.
RG Trees.
Yeah.
Bus. And
the 3 not bus.
Donovan McNabb. Okay. Donovan McNabb.
He's probably the best one. Yeah.
Yeah. Ryan Leaf. Trash.
All-time bus. Yeah.
Rick Mirror. We don't even know who that is. Brett Jones. We don't know him. And Archie Manning. They put garbage bag on their head in New Orleans when Archie Manning was the quarterback. So
he's in the Hall of Fame, though.
Whose position that should say, okay, Texans, maybe we should consider to move back to go get AR-15s. AR-15 is the best quarterback in this draft. Just because of you gonna have me come out and say it's the AR-15 for number 1 quarterback. Because people like you irritates me because you AR-15s. Is he better than Cam Newton? Yes. He got better.
No, he's not. And the thing is, you make it seem like I don't like AR-15. I have no problem with AR-15.
Coming out, but he got the more potential as a passer. Yes.
Yeah, I know. Potential. Exactly. Okay, I'll put it to you like this. If you draft AR-15 and he does not work out, you draft him number 2 overall and he does not work out, will that not cost both D'Amico and Nick their job?
Yeah, but listen.
Okay,
listen. Okay.
Well, no, I think it would cost Nick his job.
It would cost Nick more. I think Nick is more. Yeah.
His job. I think it would cost
Ohio State quarterbacks. Name me one that's a superstars players. Name me one out of this league right now. Name me one. Justin Fields. Sorry, bastards. Let's be honest. Ohio State do not produce any quarterbacks when they get to
Okay, yeah, exactly. Rex Grossman came from Florida. And Tim Tebow. Rex Grossman and Tim Tebow.
Tim Tebow's. They had Cam Newton.
Did he come from Florida?
Hold on.
Cam Newton wasn't playing for Florida though. He was
Jordan Palmer. If you want to say that, then
trash. But I'm just saying.
Kyle Trash, exactly. His name told you. His name tells you everything. Trash.
All I'm saying is that what are you bringing up? It don't matter because everybody got potential at the end of the day. It's gonna be able to. It's about. I mean, it don't matter what quarterback you take. All quarterbacks taken at the top 2 in the draft always not the best quarterbacks in the league. Let's look at the best quarterbacks in the league. It's guys drafted in the middle of the draft. It's guys drafted later in the first rounds, early in the second rounds. I mean, Lamar Jackson. I mean, Jalen Hurts. I mean, Patty Mahomes. I mean, Deshaun Watson. I
understand to know what you're trying to say about the history, but history is also changing too. And at the end of the day, we haven't had 2 quarterbacks like this really coming out at the same time.
We always have 2 quarterbacks coming out.
That not like this. No.
Yeah, not like this. No.
Not like this.
No.
Not like this. You don't. Not like this. I mean, yeah, we can look to the 2020 season because that's how.
That probably was the closest one.
Class, and before that, it was the Deshaun. It was even with the year before that, it was. In hindsight, it was Lamar and Josh Allen, and even the year before that, it was Mahomes and Deshaun.
Right. The last real one that you had to really decide was Eli and Phillip Rivers. That was a real debate.
Oh, it was. They missing Mariotas.
I think Jameis was clear.
Some people did want to take Mariota number one.
I thought Jameis was clear over Mariota. I did too.
I did. People were saying it. Just telling you.
I know what you mean. But then people were saying Carson Wentz over Jared Goff too.
That is true. I'll give you that. People were saying that.
People were trying to knock the table down for Carson Wentz.
You're right. It is two phenomenal quarterbacks coming out. Bryce Young and Anthony Richardson. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I think it's two regardless of how you look at it. I think you guaranteed two, but then again, I think this class is is really four. Because the top four guys that I name, I think those are the four guys in this draft. I think if some more guys would have came out, if Grayson McCall would have been in this draft and he would have came out, we definitely would be talking about him. He's going to be the top quarterback next year. Yes, I said it, over Caleb Williams.
Wait a minute. You know why it's been rocking with our Grayson McCall for 3 years.
Yeah. Grayson McCall is definitely a guy that you brought to our attention. So, y'all.